We are no longer living full-time in our RV. It's still here, but we decided to buy a house. As fun and adventurous as it was living in an RV full-time, we did kind of get our fill of it. And we started feeling the need for more space to do projects, and projects require space and supplies and all that good stuff. I did lots of little projects in the RV, of course, and now I have space for even more. Another thing we were really looking forward to was having our own yard that we could do whatever we want in, including things like this. Hey guys, how you doing? They're just loving it. Every now and then I ask the kids if they'd like to go back living in the RV, and they're like, no, this house is awesome, we want to stay here. We have a guest room in part of the house, and I'm using it as my very own workspace. And I even painted a beautiful tree, and it's so quiet in here. Like when I close the door, I can hardly hear a thing. I did okay in the RV, but this is nice. Now, part of the joy of home ownership is repairs and maintenance, right? The old faucets were leaky, so Nat tried to remove it, and it was so corroded that it just snapped the pipe underneath. And we had to cut a huge hole in the wall to replace the pipe, install the new thing. And so I had my very first experience working with drywall and mudding, and it's looking pretty nice. And that gave me the confidence to do something else I've been thinking about doing, knocking a huge hole in the wall. This is a bigger project, but it lets so much light in. This living room was so dark. We thought about removing the entire wall, but it is a load-bearing wall, so that would be pretty involved. And it's kind of nice having the separate spaces. Like this, we're actually using as kind of a craft room, Lego room, multi-purpose room. And while it's nice having it feel more connected and less isolated, it is nice having it feel like a separate space, especially for Nerf gun battles. This house is amazing for Nerf gun battles because it has a circle and you can run around. And now with this, you can like duck under and pop up and shoot darts at people. It's awesome. RVs lack wall space. There's not a lot of wall space. Most of it is cupboards and windows, right? So I now have this ginormous whiteboard for taking notes, having to-do lists, or for just the kids to color on. Of course, lots of wall space can also be a negative because you don't want just big blank walls everywhere. But on Amazon, you can buy some pretty amazing tapestries for like 20 bucks. Or you could paint trees on the wall. That works too. The RVing was a grand adventure, and now this is another grand adventure. And you know, just going from one adventure to the next.